Callum, right now we're joined by an absolute legend of the Fresh scene. Recently being inducted as a life member of Fresh 92.7 and having his show, The Vibe, put into the show Hall of Fame. You can check out The Vibe every Friday night from 6 to 8 o'clock. Of course, it's our mate Callum Reid, better known as LEZEN, to chat about his upcoming album launch, Duality. Welcome, LEZEN. How you going, mate?
I'm good, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, very well.
Now, LEZEN, I feel like it's not uncommon to call you Fresh royalty these days. Can you give a little spiel to the Fresh fam if they haven't heard you on Fridays, what you've been doing at Fresh over the years?
Well, after 10 years, it definitely does feel like Fresh is just a part of my identity at this point. People kind of go, oh, you are Fresh. But yeah, as I said, I've been volunteering with Fresh for a decade. I've done my show on Friday nights now for 8 years, The Vibe.
Wow.
So if you haven't heard me before, you can tune in 6 to 8 p.m. on your Friday night. I feel like I'm just getting warmed up, to be quite honest.
Unreal.
Absolutely. Now, LEZEN, you've got your album launch coming up, Duality. Where is this going to be and when is this going to be?
Yeah, so it's happening at The Lab, which is an incredible space with huge LED walls, an amazing immersive sound system. Super, super honoured that the venue's on board to host this album party. It's happening October 26th, and equally as excited that Fresh is on board to help support and promote the event. Just another example of Fresh supporting local music and local talent, which I'm incredibly appreciative of. It's going to be probably one of the biggest nights in Adelaide's music calendar this year, I'd say.
Yeah, unreal. I mean, speaking of the LED screens and stuff like that, it is quite visually impressive there. Does that mean your album is going to be flushing all of these graphics and videos and stuff like that? I know you just released a music video.
Yeah, great question. I've actually had custom visuals made for the event. So it'll be a mix of some of the music video stuff. There'll be other custom visuals happening. There'll be 2 parts to the night. So the typical kind of listening party vibe at the start of the evening, where I'll just be playing some of the more chill tunes from the album. There'll be a few other DJs performing. And then the second half of the night is where I'll be tearing it up, turning it into a rave. And there'll be like a 3-hour DJ set where all those visuals and everything will all come together. It'll be a feast for all of the senses.
I mean, it sounds like the night of nights. You've sold me already, LEZEN. Where can I go get tickets?
You can find more details over on the socials, over on Facebook. The tickets are being sold via a platform called Universe, which is run by Ticketmaster. So head over there, or you can head to the Lab website. That's the Lab at ILA. Or check me out on the socials. You'll find me spamming the hell out of the link to try to boost ticket sales and everything. So my socials are LEZEN Music.
Yeah, unreal. No, we can't wait for this new album, Reedy. Also, there's a bunch of other people on the lineup too, so it's going to be a bit of a party with a few other DJs.
Yes, so I've also invited a good friend of the station, Contagious, who's the host of Your Unity, of course, the show after me on Friday nights.
Yeah.
And then I've also invited a few other local DJs and producers who have featured on Fresh in the past or recently. One of the kids, Stusky, he's a really cool deep underground dubstep producer. We've also got Skit, who's really into house and techno. And then Zila Ray, she is an incredible talent who has been kicking goals since she learned how to DJ through Your Shot. She is just taking the scene by storm. It's going to be an amazing night with lots of good friends and hoping that the Freshies can come through and come celebrate.
Absolutely. I mean, it already sounds like you've got so many different spectacles of the DJ realm all happening on the one night. But your album, Duality, what's the kind of vibe people can expect from it?
Yeah, well, that's kind of the hard thing. I think a lot of my DJing career over like the last 13 years, people have kind of known me for mostly progressive EDM, which isn't wrong. It's definitely going to have a feature of that on the album, which I'm super proud of. But there's also going to be a bit more sort of poppy stuff, some more experimental stuff. There's just something for everyone on this album. It's been 6-7 years in the work.
Wow.
And it is a very big album, is what I'd say. It's 22 tracks in total.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been busy.
It's
But
huge.
think of it as like a double LP, where there's 11 tracks on each side. It's all forming this concept of duality, which means that there's always 2 sides to every story. There's good, there's bad, there's light, there's dark. It's kind of a commentary, I guess, more than anything on my own journey through my mental health. I've had some really great moments in life, but also some really crappy times as well. You kind of have to go through those bad times to get to the good stuff.
Sounds awesome.
How are you going to feel at the end of the show once you've just released the album? This is such a big moment and everyone's heard all your tracks for the first time.
It's probably the most nervous I've been in my life. I've been DJing for 13 years.
Yeah.
First started when I was doing house parties for my mates when I was 15, and it's all kind of like I said earlier, felt like I'm just kind of getting started in a way, but this will be a real milestone moment for me. Yeah, definitely nervous about, making sure that enough people can come through the door to create an atmosphere, create a good vibe. You never want an empty dance floor regardless, but I just really want the night to be fun for everyone to have a good time, dance the night away, and celebrate what has been a realistically 13-year journey for me.
Absolutely. I can't wait to get silly on the dance floor of the Lab. If you do too, Adelaide, just get your tickets now. It's happening October 26th at the Lab. It's going to be a night of nights. We're going to party all night long. Your new single, With Me. We're playing it up next. Lezen, thank you so much for this morning.
No, my pleasure, lads. Much love.
Cheers.